Hello everyone, welcome to BattleFY Week 12. You can see on the screen right now, we got some previous winners right there. We're looking at ourselves, we got ourselves a game coming at you. We got ourselves a game. What up? Going in right now, we got ourselves Sky and Goliath yet again. This is going to be game 2, which you're going to see score up in a second, so spoiler alert. It's going to be 1-0 in favor of the Hunter team, so if you haven't seen game number 1, go back and check that out and see what happened. They ran a nice composition of Laz Bucket. I'm just going to let that sink in. Laz Bucket Lennox. New meta. Coming out, we're looking at Sky. The map is going to be Orbital Drill, which is going to be the map of choice. Considering it's one of the most played maps, it's not a surprise. Oh, he got rid of the bonsai tree. That's rude. Just turned around and looked at it. He's just like, man, I really like that bonsai tree. But alas, we're going to go straight for the Mammoth Birds. Wants to get this done, and one spawns right in front of him, gives him a little bit of a shock as he just gets burned in the face. So that's going to be 6 meets right there towards the Evolve meter. Skill build is going to be a 1 leap, 1 flame, 1 charge. Not surprised there. Looking at Hunters are coming in right now. But the most interesting part of this is that we're seeing a Laz Bucket Lennox getting run, which we haven't seen this run in a long, long time. Krite doing a great job placing those bucket turrets, and we have Fuku doing a great job on the Laz. The combination of damage and the amount of punishment they're able to do on corpses is unreal. 2 Reavers there, and this is actually a very interesting stealth play. Daisy, of course, is wise. Being like, hey, guys, we should turn around. Guys, turn around. It's okay, Daisy. One day. She's running with a flamethrower. Pings are coming out. They do see something, and here we go. We're looking to see what they can get. Leaps are going to be put forward, and there you go. Just creating distance at this point. Very interesting. We're going to see a similar start to what we saw in the previous game, but we did also see this Hunter team able to dominate a monster that got to stage 3 with little... Oh, sorry, got the almost as full stage 3 armor meter, evolve meter ready without any punishment from the Hunter team, and they were still able to punish him at stage 2 and stage 3 to make sure that he wasn't able to get much out of it. Shots coming out from Fuku to try and keep him off the food, but alas... he still gets his food. Superman's going to be going in for the dome right now. He's at 50 meters right now, so he could throw it blindly, and he could get him. So we'll have to see what he does. This is actually a very interesting dome for Sky, though, so he's going to be able to lock that in. Sky is actually close to Superman. Doesn't actually know it yet. There comes the pings. There comes the leap. Pings going over the Fuku. Fuku's going to call it out in a second. There come the pings. Going right in. Does spot him. Going right up. Leap. Thunderchild is going to be right on there right there, trying to see what they can get. And here he goes, leaps up, and boom, forward, just barely catches on coattail, trying to see if he can keep up with him. Not quite enough, though, as Redon's doing a great job with that poke damage, but alas, it's only armor damage, so he'll be okay. He'll be able to scruff this right off. And Sky's going to be pushing it towards the south end. We don't know what perk he ran. We know last time he ran movement speed, and based off of his movement, I'm going to say it's probably movement speed, but I don't know for certain. We'll be able to find out in a moment, and we'll have that right up in just a sec. Let's see what he does. Looks like he's going to be going for the Evolve. Redon just used the Thunderchild, so we're not going to see any Thunderchild Evolve damage. But he's going to be going in for it right now. Going in, does actually get the pings out. Trying to see what he can get. Redon just charging up his jetpack. Does actually choose to not go in yet, because he doesn't want to get caught with no jetpack. Here comes the rock. It's picked up. Trying to see what happens. Rock comes right over the edge, and Redon's right now knowing that he needs to run. It's going to be a 2 rock, 2 leap, 1 flame, 1 charge, which is definitely a different build. He's changing things up because he knows that it didn't work out for him last time. He wants to do something different to adapt to his teammates. Or his enemy team, the Hunter team. Not his teammates, because his teammates are playing on the other side. But you're going to see that's the adaptation right there. He's evolving and changing up what he's doing in order to try and combat these Hunter teams. We're going to see a movement speed on Sky, which again, not a surprise there. Damage output by Redon, reload speed by Fuku, health regen on Krite, and Superman is going to be running move speed. Here comes the rock, though, picked up, does connect on Redon. Redon's going to take that to the face. Thunderchild leap's going to be used, doesn't connect, though. And off he goes. I'm going to be looking to see what he can get, and he's half armor. He's building up his evolve meter. They're trying to see what distance they can get right now, trying to locate him. They're trying to keep up. Alas, Redon's having a little bit of trouble terrain, just doing like 3 climbs there. Superman's going to be looking to spot. They do see the path. You know he went over this ridge and over that way. But Sky has some great distance at this point. He's at 170 meters, 180 meters, and he's going to be fully ready to evolve by the time they catch up to him. Unless he stops the fight of Megamouth. Which, it's still not that bad. It's a Megamouth, man. It's 4 meets. 170 meters. They've closed in on 10. There comes the birds, though, so they know that they got to cut super hard right now in order to keep up with them. And he's going to be going in. Got another 4 meets there. That's 2 and 2. That's 4. That should finish off the evolve meter. No, he's going to be just short. He's going to be like 2 meets short. That's too bad. Here comes the finish. So actually went towards the Hunter team. Seems to be able to lock down. But alas, Fuku is right there, making sure he's not going to be able to get it. Rockets picked up, thrown backwards. Does connect on Fuku. Fuku's going to eat that to the face. Red on did some damage with the autocannon. And we got Krite, though, getting burned. All the damage is coming in. Getting to see the dome coming out in a second. Looking to get some pings for Measurement. Measurement's coming in, trying to see what they can spot it. Does leap towards it, and it cuts right towards the helipad. And not quite able to get the dome there. Wants to make sure that he doesn't miss the dome. Wants it to be perfect. Cloak is being used by Krite. They want to make sure they get as close as possible. They're at 100 meters, though, and Sky is just cutting across the map like crazy, and he wants to be able to get this distance and get this evolve meter finished. He's going to have his last meets coming out of this Mammoth Bird, and he'll be stage 3 with full health, and he'll have a little bit of armor once he finishes evolving. Looking at it right now, and we're at full evolve meter. At some point he's going to evolve. I don't know when. He's got all the distance in the world. 100 meters right now. There comes the evolve. Okay, he's at the top of the secondary or third relay. I don't know. How many relays are on this map? It's like 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 62. This game's going to be a 3 rock, 3 leap, 2 flame, 1 charge. It's a final build for stage 3. Daisy's right on point, and they do actually choose to back up and set up. Pings are coming out saying, no, we're going to set up over by the helicopter pad, the jet pad, the helipad, whatever you want to call it. I know he's just building up right now. We got rockets coming out, all the damage being punished out. Here comes the start of the fight. We have an almost full. Doesn't want to give them time to set up. Rockets picked up, does connect on Superman, who's going to get knocked and batted all the way up into the sky. Going right up past the helipad, going right over to the next side. Here comes the leap, though, right on. Superman going to get burned, and down he goes. He's going to be rocked around. Thunderchild right to the face, as though it's going to give him some pain. We're looking at Red on just trying to see what he can punish out right here. Going to be looking at the stabby stab, going on over. Flame being used, trying to see what he can get. Fuku's on the run, trying to see what he can get right now. Just trying to see how close to the body he can get. Trying to juke this Sky Goliath. Here comes the cloak, going in for the res. Doesn't quite get it, though, because he is going to get a rock. And then here comes the burn to detect the Laz. Does actually get the res, though, and up comes Superman. Fuku getting him to pick up. Here comes the leap, though. It's going to cost Laz's life to get Superman back up. But it does mean that they do have a dome at this point. Laz is down, however. They're going to have to make sure they get him up if they can. Here comes the leap, though. The whole battle is going crazy right now, so trying to see what Daisy's going in for the res. Not quite able to get it. Heavy coming in on Red on. Not quite able to get the rockets picked up to put Laz in, but doesn't quite connect. Hits the side. Thunderchild going in for the finish. Doesn't quite get it. Leap being in and puts Laz on the dropship. Down goes Daisy as well. I mean, it's just down to Red on at this point. Stabby stab. Trying to see what he can pick up. Here comes the rockets picked up by Sky. Going to be trying to get it. Doesn't quite get it. Harpoon is going to be stopping him from that leap. Making sure he's not going to get. Flame is going all over the place. Charge is being used. Here comes the punches. Down goes Red on and Daisy into the death corner. Not quite able to keep themselves alive. Krite, however, is on the run with his health regen. Going to burn that cloak and get on the run by his team. A minute 30 to try and keep them alive. Rockets picked up and thrown at Superman. Does not connect, and he's going to be rocking himself to the side. Superman's going to be going on the low ground, though, trying to see what he can get, but oh, nope, changes his mind. Stays on the high ground. Rockets picked up yet again, thrown at Superman, doesn't connect. Superman's getting the jukes right now. Going in for the res, not quite able to get it. Going up on the high ground. Man, they're not quite able to get a lot in this game. But Sky, they're getting a lot of damage for the other things they're not able to get. This damage from harpoon cannons, pistols, and everything else is just stacking up. They're down to the last 3 bars. Turrets are building up momentum. Harpoon going to be slowing them down. Not quite able to get Superman. Superman's coming out with the jukes. Call me Superman. Turret on the low ground doing work, though. Rockets picked up, just misses Superman, as he's going to be looking to dodge over to the side right now, and Superman's going to get burned, and down he goes. Sky's going to be looking to see what he can get and try and see if he can find himself a bucket. Not quite able to... Oh, no, he did rocket. And he's going to be going right in on that. Gets the Mammoth Bird, which is going to give him a little bit of armor right off the get-go. He's got 30 seconds he needs to buy. Krite, however, is not in position to shoot him off the relay yet. He'll have to get up on the high ground here and possibly bend a rocket in. Yep, and he'll be ready to go. His cloak should be off cooldown by this point. Looking to see what he can get. He's going to let everyone spawn on dropship, and he's going to shoot in rockets at this point, trying to see if he can spot him, and we're going to see the cloak coming out early so he doesn't get flamed. He's going to be standing still so he doesn't leave any footprints, trying to see what he can find. It is always an interesting situation when they stand still because, well, they don't leave any footprints. But if you knew where they were, and you know there's no footprints, oh man, this is just rude. Yeah, and Sky's just choosing to get armor at this point. I'm surprised he didn't put up a turret or something before he started shooting him. Something just to pester the monster. So he's almost there. He was able to find Krite, so Krite's cloak is on cooldown right now, and he knows where he is. Rock's going to get picked up, and it's going to get thrown directly up, and all three hunters, the devastation is going to be right there. Damage coming in. Fuku's getting all the damage. They're all running exceptionally low at this point, and oh my goodness, I wish I got that on camera. That would have been exceptional amount of damage. Going in does actually get his armor. Did get some good damage off and made them force them to split up. Fuku's off by himself, however, and he's going to be in for some pain. As we're looking at Sky right now, looking in to be on the hunt for Lazarus. Lazarus is on the run. His bald head isn't able to reflect flames, only light, and he's going ahead forward, trying to see what he can get. Here comes the heavies, trying to see what he can get. Does chase him down. Charge is being used. Harpoon coming in. Rockets picked up. Does connect on the corner. Not quite getting the down on Laz, and he's going to be able to run away with that cloak. Trying to see what he can get. Here comes the leap, though. He does actually know that Laz is around, going in underneath. Not quite able to get it, though, and he's down to 2 bars of health. He's going to be in a rough spot. Sky's trying to see what he can get. And he's joining in, trying to find what downs he can, and he needs to keep himself alive. Redon's going to take a rock to the face. Here comes the leap, though, to finish up. Redon does actually pop his shield, which means he's going to get stealth pounced, which is a good way to mitigate damage, is making sure that they're not able to do anything. Here comes the heal burst, though, going to be getting Redon up to almost full. Rocket picked up Thunderchild. Is going to be leaping, and down goes Redon. He's going to be on the ground, but he can't camp the body at this point. He's got too little health. Needs to get some armor in some way. Whatever way he can manage, needs to get some armor. Lazarus getting the pick up there, does run through the flames, and that might actually give him a little bit of burn damage if he stayed in there a couple more seconds. Fuku's going to be going in for it. Does actually go in there. Turrets are going to be right there set up, and they kick him out right before he's able to get the down. That means that this side is a 2-0 in favor of the Hunters, running a Laz, Bucket, Lennox, proving it that Bucket is indeed overpowered, because it is Bucket. But alas, that does bring this side to a 2-0, which means that we're going to have to wait and find out what happened on the other side, maybe jump into a game, how to go and find out in a moment. But in the meantime, guys, we'll be back in a bit with more games coming at you, as it is currently 2-0 on this side. We'll give you an update. If you're in the YouTube videos, make sure to check out the comment section below, and you'll be able to find out the exact details in case there isn't a third video in this playlist. Well, there's going to be more videos in place, because this is only the start of the tournament, but, I mean, the third video for this series. You'll have the full update on what happened on the other side, and yeah. So meantime, guys, that's it. That's all. We'll be back in a minute with more games coming at you in just a couple minutes once we get an update from the other side. So stay tuned, stay awesome, stay frosty, and we'll be back in a bit with more BattleFY Community Cup Week 12. Week 14. 14. Not 12. 14.